welcome to this video. Here we see the two push padlocks again that I've picked in my last video, and Papa Gleb commented that these kind of padlocks come apart pretty easy. And he also told me how to do it. That's what I want to do in this video. I want to take apart the little YALE push padlock, and I've chosen to disassemble that one because here the spring tension on the shackle is low, and I want to see if I can fix this. And yeah, I also I'm also able to pick the lock by just pulling the shackle with my finger. So let's start with picking the lock, because I don't have a key. So I pull on the shackle and try to pick it. These are not really hard to pick, but unusual. And here we are. It's picked. I can pull out the plug a little bit, and then I have to turn the shackle. And now what you have to do, you have to unscrew this part, because that's actually a screw. And I've done this before, so the screw is loose now, and I can do that just with my fingers, like so. Okay, so here you can see the screw. It has a little, how can I say, a little nipple at the end that pushes down on the spring. And that's the part that actually tensions the plug. So now the plug is completely loose. I could just pull it out, but I will do a normal gutting if possible. So first I have to pull out this spring if possible. Okay, so that's how the spring looks like. You can see maybe a deformation. Not sure how they look like if they are brand new, but I would assume that this is a deformation from a very long time of using this lock. So, and now, now for the gutting, I've not, I didn't have a follower that fits to the diameter of the plug, so I've just taken a AAA battery and removed the plastic cover, and now it's a more or less perfect fit, as you can see. So I've not done this before. Let's hope for the best. Yep. Okay, you can see it's a 4-pin tumbler, and I have my pinning tray here. Okay, let's dump these pins out. I think I have to help with a pick to get the pins out. Oops. It's one really sticky. So this is how it looks like. You can see all the 4 pins. 4 key pins are standard, and the drivers are different. We have one driver which is smooth, and The other 3 have little serrations, and then we have 4 little springs. Now let's have a quick look inside the housing. You can see the 4 pin chambers, and you can see the hole between the 2, or the, how can I say, the bridge, the hollow part in the hole in the lock body between the 2 shackle parts. That's the place where the spring belongs to. Yeah, so that was the disassembling. Now let me clean up everything, and then I will give you a nice picture. So here's the lock cleaned up as good as possible, and I will start with showing you the pins. So get this out of the way. Alright, we can see the first 3 key pins are of silver color. The last pin is of different color and has also a smaller diameter. Not sure if they are of the same or different material. Could be the same and these are just coated and this not, I don't know. The driver pins are all of the same diameter as the first 3 key pins and have little serrations, as you can see. But you can also see the wear on these pins and where the serrations have vanished. So now you can see a part where you can actually see the serrations really good. And the springs also look a little bit aged, so to speak. Alright, so then we have the body and nothing really changed here. Then that's the screw. And we have the spring, and I now believe that the curve in the spring is actually by design, because when you look how it works, so here's the shackle, and I get this all out of the way. Spring goes in like so, and you can see the curve goes down, and when I pull it out now, it sits in this groove, and now when you push the shackle inside the lock in this direction, you're working against the tension of the spring, and with your movement you try to make it straight against the force of the spring. So I think this is by design. But what's not by design is that the spring causes these kind of ugly damages on the plug. And I think that's because you have wear also on this part, and the lock now works in the following way. I think that when it's closed it might be here on this groove, and because of the fact that the spring is now a little bit shorter because of the wear here, it doesn't stay in this groove here, it just goes out of the groove, and now the spring scratches along the plug, and when you turn it, it makes these ugly marks. And beside of this you can also see a lot of wear and deformations in the pin chambers in the plug, but this is normal, I think, for such kind of an old lock. Yeah, that's basically it. Actually, I wanted to make a key for it, so I have a blank, not a blank, but yeah, for this lock a blank. I have a dimple lock key that would fit in this keyway after some modification, so it's thick enough and wide enough and long enough. I could easily modify this key to work in this lock. But actually, as long as I don't have a replacement spring, I don't want this lock to be operated, and yeah, with the knowledge that every time I operate the lock, it makes more and more damage on the plug. So that's why I will just reassemble the lock and put it on display, because it's really beautiful, and I don't make a key for it now. Maybe someone knows where I could get replacement springs of this kind, or could even make one for me. Would be awesome. Alright, that's it. That was the disassembling of the very old and beautiful little YALE push padlock, sent to me by Tinman13. Thanks again, buddy. Yeah, everybody else, thanks for watching and happy picking. Bye bye.